guys, welcome to the video. Thanks for joining today. Today I want to give my initial thoughts on a new trail running shoe I got. I got the Topo Terraventure 4. Topo is a brand I've been using more and more often. I'm a long-time ultra lover, but Topo also is known for the wide toe box. Has a lot of similarities. Most of their shoes are fairly low drop. They don't make a whole lot of zero drop like Ultra, but they keep their shoes, they have 0, 3, and 5 millimeter drops. And I'm finding they're very good competitive shoes, so I'm actually trying out some of the Topos. I would say that this Terraventure actually compares fairly closely to Ultra Lone Peak. I'm on my 5th pair of Lone Peaks, so I've loved my Lone Peaks, and I decided to try the Terraventure just to get an idea and a comparison. I'm not really ready to make a comparison video yet. I don't have enough miles in these to do that, but so far I've gone out on two different sessions with this. The first one I hiked a little over 4 miles in them. The second I went yesterday, I ran a little under 8 miles in them. I'm really enjoying them so far. Some of the features, whereas my Lone Peaks are a 25 millimeter stack height in the heel and the forefoot, these are a 25 millimeter stack height in the heel, 22 millimeters in the forefoot, so it has a 3 millimeter drop, so still very low. It uses an EVA midsole, so kind of an older foam, but it feels plenty good. You don't really have so much foam that you, I think that it makes a difference. It still feels good and comfortable, and the EVA is still fairly soft, so I'm finding it comfortable. The upper is what they call a light mesh upper, but it is pretty rugged in the front, so I think it's not going to tear much. And one of the things they changed in the 4s from the 3s is in the back portion, they actually made it a more even lighter, more holes in it, so it breathes more and can allow more drainage when you hit water. I can't say how these perform yet when they get wet. My one thing I might be a little concerned about is if these dry out really quickly, but we'll see as we get more miles in them. Other than that, they've been very comfortable. The laces tie well. It's staying in place well. The tongue is actually gusseted down in there to help hold it in place. It does come with the gaiter attachments. They're actually the Topo gaiters, so it's got the little hooks in the back and it's got the little hook in the front. I'm not really as big a fan of the Topo gaiters just because I find that they work fine, but they're a little bit harder for me to get on and off, so I go back, I use my Dirty Girl gaiters. But that was a real simple process. I just added a piece of Velcro back here, and the hook in front still works for both, so it real easy retrofit, and it's working fine. I've used my Dirty Girl gaiters on both my times out. The mesh upper I find real comfortable. It has the nice wide toe box that Topo's known for. It fits me really good through the heel and the midfoot, so I'm finding them very comfortable. One of the outsole is where I think this shoe really shines. It's got the Vibram Mega Grip outsole, which, even though my Lone Peaks have they've improved the Max Track outsole to be softer and grippier, I still don't think it really competes with the Vibram Mega Grip, which I think will last a little longer. Again, I don't have enough miles on my Max Track to tell you if the new compound will last as long as Mega Grip, but in the past Max Track has not lasted quite as long as Vibram outsoles. So I'm excited about the grip. The other thing that this shoe has is a 4-foot rock plate, which some people don't like 4-foot rock plates, but I kind of do, because you're able to go with a little bit lighter weight, thinner shoe which I think helps with ground feel. I definitely feel the ground more in these than say like my Temp 4s, or if you went with a higher stack height trail shoe. I'm able to feel the ground a little bit more, but the rock plate allows you to have the thinner midsole but still not feel real sharp rocks. And based on the rocks I stepped on the last few times out, I'd say that's true. It disperses the shock really well. It's still pretty flexible. You can see the shoe still flexes a lot. And I really enjoyed the ride in these shoes. Okay, so the Topo Terraventure 4s come in, the website says they're at 10.1 ounce. I'm actually measuring my men's size at 11 and a half at like 11.7 ounces. For comparison's sake, my Lone Peaks say they're like 11 ounces on the website, but I'm getting like 11.9. So these are a good bit heavier than the 10.1 that I'm seeing on their website, but they're still like a 1/10 or 2/10 of an ounce less than my Lone Peaks. I'll also say I think the price is really good. They've got the great Vibram Mega Grip outsole. They well fitting, and they're selling for $135, which I think in today's market is a very competitive price. My arch area a little bit more, which I actually find kind of comforting. That's depends on you whether you like the arch support in there or not, but it's not a real obtrusive arch support, but there is a little bit more there, and it'll be good for some people. Anyway, so far I would say my reviews on these are, I'm enjoying the shoes. I think they look fairly nice. They looked really gray when I first bought them. As soon as they get a little bit of the red dirt that we have in the area, they almost give kind of a bluish tint to them, which I find is interesting. But so far so good. Anyway, that's about it for my initial thoughts. I'm looking forward to getting some more miles in them and then be able to do a more full review on them. Look forward to getting them wet. I look forward to being able to compare them a little bit more to my Ultra Lone Peaks. Again, Ultra says they say these are great for through hikes. They're good for trail running, about all types of runs, including technical runs. They do say some people running ultra marathons may prefer more stack height. We'll see on that. I've run 50 milers in my Lone Peaks, and these have about a similar level of cushioning. I find I can do that as long as especially since it has the rock plate. But we'll see. It still may be preferable to have a little more cushion for really long efforts. But anyway, so far I'm enjoying the shoes. Just thought I'd give you my initial thoughts. If you enjoyed the video or found it interesting, please consider hitting the thumbs up. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day and keep moving.